Or Amazon S3 section. So section intro, Amazon S3 is one of the main building blocks of AWS. It's advertised as infinitely scaling storage. Many websites use Amazon S3 as a backbone, okay, in saving objects such as pictures, files, documents. Many AWS services uses S3 as integration. Even if you have EC2, if you want to have a larger storage, you would avail S3. We'll have a step-by-step approach to S3. The exam requires deeper knowledge about S3. So, ito yun. So, saan ginagamit ng S3? S3 uses cases. Normally, they use this one for backup and storage. If you want document backup, they will dump it to S3. Another use is disaster recovery, yung mga virtual machines, no? Siguro yung mga malalaking files stored in S3. And used for archive, yung mga law company, no? They want to store for at least 7 years na hindi gagalawin yung documents na yun. No? Meron silang infrequent access. Another example is hybrid cloud storage. No? Merong storage sa on-prem, tapos merong public sa AWS. Another storage use is application hosting, yung mga index HTML. Instead of creating website, dito na nilalagay directly. Same with images, available via web. And you can host MP3 then. Straight away, you can play music, you can watch video, no? And use for data lakes and big data analytics. I've explained kanina yung data analytics. Software delivery, no? Single point of URL access to install software, to download software. And this can also be a static website. Yung meron lang index HTML and some HTML files, no? Pwede siya maging website. So this has been using for the last 7 years by Nasdaq. No? As you know, Nasdaq. No? It's in New York-based brokerage, no, stock brokerage, and used by Cisco. Cisco run analytics on its data and gain business insights. Amazon S3 overview. So S3 allows people to store objects. So when you say objects, any files, no, such as XLS, documents, JPEG, MP4, MP3, and large files. No? Buckets must have global unique name. Kasi this is a unique URL. No? Hindi kailangan may kapareha. No? It has to be unique. And this is accessible to any region. No? And buckets are defined at the region level. So where do you want to store the data? No? So you have to define whether New York, no, US East 2, Boston, Singapore. S3 looks like a global service. Pero yung buckets are created in a specific region. Yun nga, let's say buckets mo, let's say na Philippines ka, sino yung pinakamalapit? Singapore, Hong Kong, di ba? Doon ka mag-ano, for faster access. And then naming convention, dapat walang uppercase. Okay? Lowercase lahat. Bawal lang underscore. Maximum of 63 characters. Dapat hindi IP address. And usually start with lowercase letter or number. No? Either, hindi pwedeng special character. Amazon S3 overview. It's an object file and have a key. So may key. The key is the full path. So this is the path. Let's say you want to open the file txt. You just type this one in a browser. No? S3 my bucket my file. Then you can download the file. No? Or if it's under a folder, just go to the folder and specify the file. So parang URL. No? The key is composed of prefix. This is the prefix. And object name. This is the folder name. This is the object name. There's no concept of directories. Wala tong concept ng parang Windows directory. No? Flat lang siya. No? Within buckets. Although user interface will trick you to think otherwise. Pero meron siya mga folder din. Malilito kayo. No? Just keys with very long name and separated using slashes. And slashes. Actually, this is folder. Slash, another folder, slash. So nandun yung file. S3 overview. Object values are the content of the body. So yung laman ng bucket, yun yung content. Yung content mo, yung laman ng bucket. Maximum size of a single object is 5 terabyte. Ang laki, no? Hindi naman 5 terabyte. Sorry. Maximum object size, yung pwede mo ilagay. Combination of all, 5 terabyte. If uploading more than 5 gig, gagamit ka ng multi-part. No? Pag-hiwa-hiwalay mo na siya. to make it reliable. Kasi syempre, yung 5 gig mag-i-stop. Let's say na-disconnect yung internet mo, wala na, corrupted na yung file. Then meron siyang metadata. Metadata is the data about your data. Metadata is a list of key value pair. So meron siyang text or tag. That tag has a value. Okay? System or use metadata. Tags is a Unicode key. Okay? Single key with a single value. So key value pair up to 10. It's very useful for security lifecycle. And meron siyang versioning. Let's say resume version 1 ko, nandun yung experience ko sa Australian Security Exchange Commission. No? And then version 2 ko, nandun yung experience ko as a solution architect sa State Street naman. Ganun. So if version 2 has been deleted and I want to revert back to version 1, lalabas yung version 1. Pero pare-parehong name lang yun. Okay, it's just a versioning. S3 security is a user base. You can apply policy. Let's say group 1 can access this file. No? Pwede yan. Which eventually becomes an API calls. No? API calls should be allowed for specific user from IAM console. Okay? S3 security is resource-based. Let's say one bucket policy, bucket-wide rules from S3, meaning allows cross-account. Okay? Let's say may account ka sa different organization, pwede yun. No? You can access. Object access control list is a finer grain. No? So you will permit, you will allow up to which level you would like to allow per object. Let's say picture. No? Will you be able to view publicly? No, if not, you have to define public view. Okay? Meron ding access ang ACL ang sarili yung the whole folder or the whole bucket. Okay, pero it's less common, hindi ginagamit. So we add permission for each object. Okay? Tandaan niya per object. Let's say index HTML. Do you want it to be public? So may tick box doon, public. This picture, do you want to be public? Tick box mo yun, public. Okay? Pero the whole folder, ipapublic mo, it's less common practice. Kasi dangerous eh. What if someone put sensitive information sa folder? Diba? So automatic inheritance na public view na yan. Delikada na. Note, an IAM principal can access S3 if the user IAM permission allow it. Pag inallow mo, so kailangan gagrant mo yung IAM ID and then click allow. Okay? And should be there's no explicit deny. Kasi if the IAM user allowed nga, pero may define naman sa baba, deny pa rin yan. Okay? It's the principle of least privilege. Okay? S3 has an encryption. It encrypts objects in S3 using basic encryption key. So safe yan. So for example, public access, use bucket policy. So ito yung anonymous website visitor. Tapos sa S3 bucket mo, may mga objects. Yung objects, allow mo public access. One by one. Okay, one by one. Example naman ng IAM permission. So, gumawa ko Andrea, di ba? Si Andrea. So, IAM user yon. I can allow Andrea to have full permission. Pero internal lang yun sa organization. Okay? So, ganun na. So, pwedeng anonymous and pwedeng employee niya. Okay? Anonymous, public user. And yung organization niya lang. May access sa bucket. EC2 instance access, pwede rin. So, yung EC2 can access S3 bucket. Advanced cross-account use bucket policy. Let's say different IAM user. You just have to define the IAM ID. Okay? S3 bucket policy, the way you grant permission is using JSON. No? So JSON statement na naman. So ito yung statement niya. Sabi, yung security ID no, can be viewed in public no, or public read. Okay, yun ang sinasabi niya. Anything can be read, but you cannot modify. You cannot delete. Okay? Yung S3, lahat ng object can be viewed in short. So anong URL? Ito, example bucket / anything within that folder will be viewed publicly. Okay? So resources, sino resources? Yung bucket. Action, what is the action? On S3 bucket, display bucket. Effect, allow. Okay? Principal, anything, anyone from anywhere. Use S3 bucket for policy to grant public access to the bucket. Force object to be encrypted. So when you upload, it will auto-encrypt. And you can also grant access to another account from different organization. Okay? So ito yung bucket setting. By default, black all. Okay? Tata kayo, ba't di ma-view? Di ma-view. Naka-black all kasi. So merong explicit deny. So you have to put a check mark para maging public access. No? So these settings were created to prevent accidental data leaks. Yun ang nililimutan nila eh. Kasi, ba't public agad? Kapapublish ko. No? So that's why AWS, meron siyang simple mechanism na you have to explicitly check, no, the checkbox. No? And can be set at the account level. So S3 website can be accessed using your name, let's say a Nexus. .s3 website dash whatever region, let's say US East 2 .amazon AWS. No? So ganun pag-access. If you see a 403, nalimutan mong i-public to. Then may versioning, so you can keep a different version. No? Let's say resume ni Chris. Pare-parehong file name, pero you can restore back in time. Pwede ka mag-revert back. Pipili ka lang ng version. Okay? S3 logs. So, S3 logs will be dumped into a bucket. Let's say may log file ka and you want to share to your organization kasi org mo all over the world, no? Like yung Accenture. Meron sa more than 400 offices. No? All over the world. So you can share the URL lang. Share nyo lang yung bucket. You can also do replication, cross-region replication, and same region replication. Ito, this is a different cross-region. This is in Western Seaboard. This is Eastern Seaboard. No? Probably this is New York or Boston. Ito California. You can do replication. Whatever you dump on this bucket will be automatically propagated sa US East 1. Okay, so enable lang isang checkbox lang 'yon. Isang checkbox, no? In case EU, European pala. In case EU West 1 is not available for some reason, lahat ng user mag-access dito sa US na, no? So cross region. Paano na same region? S3 storage class, so merong 6 when you say general purpose, no? So general purpose, infrequent, zone intelligent, Glacier, deep dive. So isa-isay natin. First of all, meron tayong S3 durability and availability. So durability is a question of how strong, how resilient, how easily can you recover. If you avail sa service, pag sinabi ng Amazon na 99 point or 11 nines ang object, no? Most probably it's the highest durability, meaning if you store 10 million object, let's say 10 million pictures, no, sa sobrang dami ng in-upload mo sa picture, no, nilagay sa S3, ang loss mo lang probability na makorrupt yung data is within 10,000 years. Oh, di ba? Tibay. Hindi yan naamagin. No? Hindi yan mabubulok. I mean, hindi yan madidelete kasi triplicate copy lagi yan. So bago masira, no? If they promise 11.9, 10,000 years. Patay na tayo nun. Same for all storage. Availability naman, they promise 99.9, meaning dalawang 9. Okay? Meaning, in 1 year, merong 53 minutes downtime. Okay? May 53 minutes. And that's allowed. Let's say na disconnect ka for 53. That's allowed. Walang penalty. Kasi yun ang promise nilang SLA. Okay? And it varies depending on storage class. Okay, depende. Ano ba yung in-avail mo? Okay, so ito standard, first class is standard general purpose. Ang promise ng AWS is 99.99, which means ilang minutes yon I can yaw. Ilang minutes avail pwede mag-downtime without penalty. Anybody? How about Glide or Jomart? Rough. Anybody? If you avail general purpose with 99.99% availability, how many minutes lang pwedeng mag-downtime?
50%.
At teka, manok yung sumagot. Ayan, sorry.
53 minutes lang, sir.
Tama, ang galing mo. Ayun, 53 minutes yan. So, alam na natin kung sino yung papasa ng exam, ha? Sa ganun mag-review. Next one, thank you. Infrequent access. So, simple case nito is dapat hindi mo siya access for 60 days, no? So, suitable for data is less frequent access but requires rapid access. So let's say gusto ko i-access ng ina, no? So meron siya 99.9% availability, which means merong 8 hours downtime. Yan. Okay, this is the lowest cost compared to standard, but retrieval fee is more expensive. Okay, it can sustain 2 concurrent facility failures. So meaning, yung data mo has been stored to 2 different data centers. 2 physical data centers separated by 10 kilometers. No? Use case as a data store for disaster recovery and backup. Yan, ginagamit yan for recovery. Meron namang another type of storage, intelligent tier. Same low latency, high throughput. And designed for frequent and infrequent access. Okay? Auto move object between 2 access. Let's say, meron kang infrequent access na every 60 days lang. It can also move to frequent access na every day na pwede mo ma-access. Na mag-i-slide lang yung data mo. Meron naman one zone infrequent. Okay? Infrequent. Okay? Same as IA but data stored in a single AZ. Isang AZ lang. So that means, pag nag-brown out doon sa AZ niyo, goodbye data. Okay? Goodbye data. Pero hindi naman nagba-brown out. Never pa ako na-experience. It promised a 99.5% availability SLA. Low latency, high storage throughput. This is the cheapest one. Lower cost compared to S3 infrequent by 20%. Use case ang ginagamit to for storing backup copies of on-prem data. Let's say mga documents ninyo, no? Na hindi naman ina-access. Next one is Glacier, cold, no? And Glacier deep archive. So Amazon Glacier is the cheapest. Can be expedited 1 to 5 minutes. Standard access 3 to 5 hours. Bulk is 12 hours. Lowest cost in gigabyte per month. No? Data is retained for longer term. Let's say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. No? Varies retrievable option of times and fees for interval. Glacier Deep Archive naman, 12 hours. Ito pala yung cheapest. And bulk, let's say marami kang gusto i-restore 48 hours. Tagal, ano? Bago mo ma-archive, bago mo ma-retrieve 48 hours. Kasi nasa tape yan. No, re-restore pa nila yung tape. Hindi naman tape na mabagal. Siguro nasa some different locations. So ito, to give you an overview. Parang yung mga pinagsasabi ko kasi ito yung storage class comparison. Okay? Okay, designed for durability. Yan, highly durable. 11.9 eh. Designed for availability. Well, depende. Depende yan. Eh. Samantalang to, ano to? Ito, 99.9, 53 minutes. Diba? Availability sa tatlong availability zone. Ito, isa lang. Ito, tatlo. Okay. Minimum capacity charge, standard, walang bayad. Okay. Minimum storage duration, dito frequent access sa standard. Meaning, anytime you want to access, okay lang. Pero ito naman, IA infrequent, kailangan 30 days. The moment you retrieve the data, wala pang 30 days, additional fee will incur. Okay? Moving objects between storage classes. Let's say, ay, teka, sandali, lipat ko, ganun. Teka, dito, sandali, 30 days, kailangan ko na, lipat ko muna sa standard. No? Okay, everyday na access. And then, nag-close yung company, gusto i-backup na lang lahat ng data, move mo dito sa Glacier. Okay? Then suddenly, booming na yung company, in demand na yung index HTML, balik mo na naman dito. Pwede yan, pwede yan. Pabalik-balik ka lang. S3 object lock and Glacier. So meron siyang object lock. It adopt a worm model, yung write once, isang beses mag-backup, pero multiple read. multiple restoration. Okay? Meron namang vault lock, warm din yun. Lock the policy for future edit. And once you lock, kasi for 7 years tsaka bubuksan, you cannot change this. So, delikado to. Pag nalock yung data mo, wala na. Goodbye. Within 7 years ka pa mag-aantay. So, S3, merong encryption. No encryption. Pwede rin sa server ang encryption, meaning client, walang encryption. Pwede din sa client lang encryption. So, when he upload data, encrypted yung sinesend dito sa Amazon. Pwede ganun. Again, shared responsibility. Meron. Then meron Snow Family, introducing to the Snow Family. Sino ba itong Snow Family na to? Storage siya, S3 storage. So highly secure, portable device to collect and process data at the edge. So meron kaming terms sa department namin, lift and shift. No? So you're gonna lift the data and shift to the cloud. No? Actually, iba, physical lifting talaga. So what data do you lift? Ito. So one example is data migration. Gustong i-migrate sa snow cone, snowball, snowmobile. Edge computing naman sa snow cone, snowball edge. So ano ba itong snowball? Yellow ba yan? Ganito yan. So data migration with the snow family. So if time to transfer, let's say 10 terabyte gusto mong i-lift and ship. Sa internet connectivity mo, let's say ang speed ng fiber mo, 100 megabit. 12 days mo yan ma-upload. Tagal, di ba? Para sir kung 100 terabyte, mag-aantay ka ng 124 days. Ang tagal, di ba? Kasi data center niya, 124 days. Tagal mag-migrate, no? Para bumilis, kung gusto mo, within 30 hours lang, in 10 gigabit ang avail mo. No? So ito yung mga problem, ito yung challenges. Limited connectivity, usually 100 megabit lang. Limited bandwidth, no? High network cost. Pag nag 10 gig, ang mahal naman. No, gusto mo mabilis, mahal yun. No? Connection stability, no? During upload ng 12 days na disconnect, tapos re-upload din naman. No, buting ka ng 3 years kung 100 megabit lang yan. So ito yung diagram, direct upload, no? Sa browser mo, upload mo lang siya if you have 10 gigabit connection. So bakit, no? With Snow Family, you have to do lift and ship. So lalagay mo sa Snowball, na para siyang USB drive, mas ship mo sa nearest edge, no? Nearest nyo, Singapore. May mail nyo yan. Si Snowball na yun, i-attach sa Amazon S3, kakopy niya. Na parang USB na malaki lang yan. Yan ang Snow Family. Ito yung Snowball. Nakakita na ba kayo? Ito yung Snowball. So physical data transport for terabyte and petabyte. Alternate to move data over network. Kasi nga, let's say 100 terabyte, abutin ka ng 124. Hindi mag-snowball ka na lang, lagay mo data mo dito, copy mo dito, ship mo Singapore, sa Hong Kong, tapos kakabit nila sa S3 data center nila, kakopy nila yan. But you have to pay per data transfer job. Bawat transfer may bayad yan. Kami, umabot kami ng $3,000. Nag-transfer lang kami ng konti lang 10 terabyte. 10 terabyte. Ano lang tama, 10 terabyte lang, $3,000. Kainis. Provide block storage S3 Snowball up to 80 terabyte. Ang edge compute naman 42 terabyte. No? Meron ding snow cone. It's about 2 kilos. Tingnan mo, dual nick. Dual nick yan. 8 terabyte of storage, maliit lang siya. No? Kaya nga snow cone. Meron namang snowmobile. Talagang kahit buong bahay mo, ilagay mo, kama, TV, whatever, kasya yan sa snowmobile. Okay? Snowmobile, sinasakay dyan yung mga petabyte of data na. No? So, pupunta yan sa Edge, Amazon Edge. Kasi pa-plug nila yung malaking network card na yun. So, high security, temperature controlled. No? Para ka naglalagay ng baboy. Kasi malamig yan. Better than Snowball. And, if you transfer more than 10 petabyte, this is the ideal scenario, lift and shift. Okay? So this is the Snow family. Snow cone, 8 tera. Sa exam, tandaan nyo. Lalabas sa exam yan. Snowball Edge, 80 tera. Snowmobile, 100 petabytes. Okay, laki na. So tandaan nyo lang, snow cone, maliit. Medium, large. Small, medium, large. 8, 80, 100. Ganun na. So, Snow family usage process. First, you have to request Snowball. Tawag kayo sa AWS, hey, meron ng 100 petabyte worth of family picture. Family picture niya. Sobrang dami naman, 100 petabyte. So sabihin niya, install mo yung Snowball client sa computer mo. And then AWS Ops Hub on your server. Huh? Then connect yung Snowball to the server and copy the files. And then ship back device when you're done. Okay? Data will be loaded into S3 bucket. Then Snowball is completely wiped. Format na naman nila to. Snowball na to. Okay? Ganun lang simple process. Next is edge computing. Process data while it's being created. Kasi nagkikreate ka, no? Okay? So yung data na yun, it's being transported. Tinatransport na papuntang S3. Okay? This location may have limited or no internet. Let's say Canada, no? Walang access eh. So you have to go to edge computing. So paano ma-upload sa edge computing? Kukuha ka na naman snow cone or snowball. Okay? We set up a snowball or snow cone device to edge computing. So yung edge, i-drive niya. Pagdating sa S3 edge, kakopy. Na? Use case of edge computing, pre-process data, machine learning at the edge, and transcoding media stream. Let's say you came from Alaska, you video yung mga animals doon, ano, mga 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 sea lion. Tapos you're working sa ano ba yung sa TV series, yung natural ano. 'Di ba malaking data 'yan eh. Malaking data eh. Vini-video yung mga animals, no? Eventually, if you need, they will ship it sa AWS edge computing. Edge computing, snow cone, ganun eh, para siyang computer with 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM. Snowball Edge naman, 52 CPU. Dami, no? Ito yung Edge, 52 CPU. Paano nagkasya dyan? 52 CPU, grabe. 200 GB RAM, no? Yung Edge up to 42 terabyte. Grabe, laki, no? Edge. Okay. Snowball Edge naman, 40 CPU, 80 GB RAM. Okay. Next is Ops Hub. Historically, to use Snow family device, you need a command line interface. So the way you transfer data is via command line. Ayan, type mo AWS, S3, make bucket, kung Chris 2, pwede ba yan? Hindi kaya. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hindi niya kaya. Anyway, gagawa tayo mamaya storage. Okay, so saan na tayo? Hybrid cloud. So you can either push to the cloud. So meaning from your on-prem data center, you're gonna upload to the cloud. No? Or it will just be a partial portion ng infrastructure nyo. So meaning meron kayong on-prem, mas meron kayong cloud din. Na combination. Hybrid nga. AWS Storage Cloud Native Option. So it's a block level. Okay? Ito yung bare metal block level siya. Pwede ring file, mga NTFS, permission, raw file, and pwede ring folder level, such as, they call it bucket, no? Bucket level. Storage gateway, bridge between on-prem data and cloud data in S3. No? Yung file, volume, or whatever in tape, meron siyang gateway to connect sa buckets. Okay. Okay, so that's S3 summary sa buckets versus objects. So global unique name tied to a specific region. Kailangan isang region. Ito. So nasa North Virginia ako, di ba? So kung gagawa ko ng S3. So S3. Yan. So ito ni hands-on. So I'm gonna create a bucket. Kita nyo? Naging global. Okay. Sabihin natin bucket ko sa Nexus, kung web server. Tingnan natin. This has to be unique. And I would like to assign the bucket in US East 2 in North Virginia. Okay? So, and then ACL disabled, recommended. If you would like to have a fine grain permission, ACL enabled. Ito yung sinasabi ko. By default, everything is block. So you have to uncheck. So that means you are publishing publicly. Delikado yan. So you have to acknowledge the current setting might result in a bucket and objects becoming public. Okay? And then if you want to enable bucket versioning, ito lang yan. So gagawa ka ng maraming version ng isang file. Explain ko na yan. Default encryption, do you want server side? Sa server encryption? Patayin ko na lang kasi may additional charge yan. Okay, object lock, if I want lang to lock, enable. No? Let's say walang makaka-access lock, pero magde-demo ko, kailangan disable. Okay? Create bucket. So ang bucket name is Nexus web server. Oh, yan. So this is my bucket. And then I can upload file. Okay? So mag-upload ako ng let's say index HTML. Maglalagay na ako. So saan yung index HTML na dinistribute ko? Ito. So ito yung I already given this one to you. Binigay ko sa inyo to. Upload. Look for the file. Add files. No? Sabayan nyo kung gusto nyo mag-demo. Index HTML. Ayun. Na-upload ko na. Okay? So this is the bucket. And then next thing you need to do, grant permission. Okay? Properties. So anong storage class ang gusto mo? Remember, dynamic web page, everyday access yan eh. So meaning, frequently access. So standard. Okay? If I want Glacier, kasi hindi ko naman gagamitin, 180 days naka-stock lang. Hindi naman backup to eh. So standard lang. Okay? So I will select the class. Then encryption, where do you want? Let's say server side ba or sa client side. Upload the file. Yun, uploaded na. Okay? So, this is not still available. All you need to do is click the index HTML and then you have to grant permission. Okay? Click on permission. Makikita nyo dito, my account has read and write access. What about public? Hindi available. Okay? So, edit nyo to. Edit nyo. Edit nyo yung permission. Bakit naka-gray out? Weird naman ito. Okay, so this is the URL. So, just copy the URL. Tingnan nyo hindi ko pa na-grant permission. So, mag-error to. Usually, you will see this error. Sabihin niya access denied. Kasi nga, I haven't made the index HTML publicly. Okay? So, paano ginagawang public yan? So, ganito. Pupunta ka dito. Tapos, tags, metadata, storage class. So, you can define. Weird naman dito. Bakit? Dapat na clickable yan. For some reason, may missing thing. May, edit permission. Nanap ko yung edit permission eh. Edit permission. So this is the bucket. And then this is the file. Okay, this is the file. Properties ng file. Bucket versioning. You can keep you can create event, no? So just SNS. Looking for pati permission ko create. Oh, no, kulit na. Ayun. Block all public access. Same na, ginawa ko na yan kanina. Confirm that it will be published publicly. Okay. So malinaw, permission, individual, bucket policy. I can create my own policy. Yan. So allow. Sabihin natin allow all. Resource all. Save. Ay, teka, ba't may ka? Kuha na nga lang tayo ng policy example. Bucket location. Okay. Balikan natin. Policy generator. Create allow. Nasa S3. Permission. Generate policy. Huwag na yan, huwag na yan. Dito na lang. Labas tayo dito. There's another way to view via command line interface, no? So first, you need to connect. Mas simple dito. Yeah. So connect sa ating account. You need to provide access key. Okay, access key. Provide secret key. If you notice, US is 2. Okay, so kung ba ginawa ito? Hanapin natin. Saan natin ginawa itong Nexus web server? Access point. Ay, kaya pala. Wala naman ako nilagay na. So, US is 2. Tandaan natin. US is 2. Default. Ayan. So, query natin yung bucket AWS S3 list ba yun? Tama ba yung command ko? LS. No? So, I'm gonna give this one to you. So, meron akong hands-on lab if you want to perform. Yeah. So, list natin, laman ng bucket natin. So, meron dalawa. Dapat lumabas yung dalawa. Signature does not match. That's a problem. So, nasan ba tayo? Global dito, tapos nandun na. So, puntahan natin itong isang bucket natin. Nexus Ninja, na nandito rin HTML. I'll show you the permission. Ownership ACL. Ayun. ACL. Ayun. So, we want a public access. Ito yung hinahanap ko. Okay? List and read. Pero walang modify and deletion. Okay? So, save changes. I understand that this is... So, S3 bucket ko. Lumipat ako dito sa kabila. Nakita nyo? Public available. Kasi dito ayaw ko for some reason. So, this is 2. Remember kanina nasa US East 2 ako. US East 2, okay? So if I type AWS S3 LS, dapat for some reason ayaw niya i-list. Anyway, so dito na lang natin titirahin. Okay, so meron akong DNS. I purchased my own DNS. So you only have to type sub1 Nexus Ninjas. Okay, so ito yung index HTML na publicly available as you can see. So if I type this URL, ma-access ko siya. Meron na akong sariling website. May pumasok. Okay. Hindi access. Sorry, iba pala yung kinabi ko. Let's try this one. Yun, gumana. Okay? So yan, website ko. Ito yung index HTML. Na-access na siya. And ito yung region, no? US East 2, Amazon, then subdirect sub1. The name of bucket, sub1, and HTML. Okay, yan siya. Kung if I'm going to deny, pakita ko sa inyo, de-deny ko yung permission, you won't be able to access, of course. No? So you only have to go sa permission. Kita nyo to? Ayan na, may read public. So, tatanggalin ko yung read public. You won't be able to access anymore. Okay, then access ulit using URL. Wala na. No? Fresh. Yung nag-error. Access denied. Okay? Na-feel niya yung permission? Okay, gagrant ko na naman uli ng permission. All you have to do, go sa permission, edit, grant read and read permission, understand the consequence, save. Just open the index HTML. Ayan, na-open ko na naman. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. No? Okay, another example ng object is picture. So, let's say, gusto kong mag-upload ng picture. Pwede ba? No? Nakita niyo to si Heart. No? So, check natin yung permission ni Heart. In-upload ko lang yan dyan. No? Edit natin. Okay, publicly available. Pero ang gusto kong makita, ACL. Ayan, no? Available, di ba? Available publicly, public access. So, type ko lang yung URL ni Heart, ma-access ko na siya. So, object, let us see Heart. So, ang URL niya is this one. Click this one. Denied. Bakit denied? Anybody, help me. Bakit denied? Ba't di natin ma-access? Okay, check ulit yung permission ha. Check natin yung permission. Ay, wala pala yun. Walang public eh. Di ba? Hindi ko na save. Gagrant ko, public access. Understand the consequence. Save changes. Save yan ha. Malinaw ha. Check ulit natin permission. Ayun no, may read na. Okay? Let's go to the URL ni Heart JPEG. O, yun si Heart. Okay? Lumabas si Heart. Any question? Isa pa. Sige, sino pa ba? Okay, si Bianca. Bianca Gonzales ba yan? Ano ba pangalan nun? Ako nga rin ito si, hindi, ayoko si Bianca. Kasi Andrea. Andrea Brillantes. Okay, so pili lang tayong random picture. Let's say for example, this one. We want to store this image sa bucket. So gagawin ko, lagay ko muna sa download. No? Download. And then, pupunta ako sa S3 bucket. S3 bucket. Okay, pupunta ako sa bucket sub 1. upload ko dito. Okay, upload. Simple as upload. Add file. Go to download. Andrea. Okay, so na-upload ko na siya. Ayan. Okay, upload. Hindi pa pala. May upload. Okay, uploaded na ba? Let's check. Ayun si Andre Brillantes. Then, let's grant permission publicly. No? So, edit ACL. ACL. Ay, automatic. Kasi nag-inherit na siya. No? So, save changes. Save changes. Go back to object. Ito si Andrea. Go to Andrea. Then, ito yung URL. Pag kinlik ko yan, but access denied. Access denied. Troubleshoot. Let's troubleshoot. Check the permission again. Oh, you know, wala oh. No? So, grant permission again. Ayan ako, nangyari. Iba yata yung napuntahan ko kanina. Okay? Malinaw ah. Check natin. Permission. Sige. O yan, read, write, public. Okay? So, may access na yan. So, punta sa URL. Ito yung URL. Ayun si Andrea. No? So, meron ka ng the bucket is publicly available. So, pwede rin sigurong ganito. Kasi meron akong domain name sub1 eh. For some reason, hindi niya ma-open ang sub1. Okay. Unless you type heart.jpg. Hindi niya ma-access yung directory. Okay, so that's how you access bucket. No? Okay, any question? Any question? Index HTML, yan. Okay, so may sarili ka ng static web server using the address Amazon. No? And if you want to perform, you can do so using this one. I'm gonna give this one to you. Okay, any question about S3? Okay, wala. Save ko muna. Then we're gonna proceed to the next topic.